Good morning, it's Barbara and Wally. It is cloudy today and it feels like snow because it's going to snow. We're having weather this afternoon. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. Bad hair day, so I'm wearing my Advents. This is from many years ago. I made a sockhead hat. And this is my backbone that I made a few years ago. That is one of my favorite sweaters. And it's made with my Advent of that year, whatever that year is, held together with gray mohair. And since it's mohair, you know the rules around here. If it's mohair, I have to use one of my stains. Because Christy gave me these stains just because of mohair. I'm gonna go. I don't know. I'm really bucking my normal, what used to be my normal trend. I'm going with my darker color. Although it's so funny because it doesn't look that dark on the camera. This is called Divine. So this is from Wonderskin. My daughter gave me a gift certificate to Wonderskin when I started working with mohair, because this is a stain so I won't get mohair pieces in my lips. Like I used to complain when I put my lip gloss on. They don't just give out PhDs, you know. She's a smart girl. And she's a problem solver. Oh my gosh, that lip. What do you think? Well, this stain is very obvious with the purple. Once you see, the stain is not so obvious and dark like the purple is. Did I bring a wet paper towel or anything? I did not. I wonder if a dry napkin will work, because I have one. Alright, but I have time to go get it because this sits on for at least 40 seconds. And well, I'll try it with just a dry napkin and see how it goes. But I can't drink my coffee now for a while till I take off my purple. Anyway, good morning. It is morning, barely. But we are expecting weather this afternoon. We're going to get, by the time it's all done and tomorrow morning comes around, we could have up to an inch of freezing rain. And that means trees are going to come down and half an inch. Maybe trees won't come down. All right, that looks ridiculous. I know it won't look so bad when the purple comes off, but still, come on. So we have weather coming off and on for the next week and a half. And so we are prepared. We sat drinking our coffee and tea in bed and said, well, we don't have to do anything except walk the dogs today. We don't have to go anywhere. So we're feeling a little bit cozy. Dennis and I filled up the wood bin in the garage yesterday. And I collected some sticks that Dennis uses to help start the fires. So we are prepared for at least 4 nice fires, assuming we keep our electricity. If we lose our electricity, we don't have quite as much because we will need to keep the fire going all the time to heat the house. But we shall see. I'm not going to, borrow trouble, as they say. All right, now it's time for me to take this stuff off. So, I was going to try a dry napkin, but my guess is, yeah, not terrible. Well, not terrible. My lips, however, you can see how normally a wet one would be less work, but then I would have to get up And this dark line here, this is because I'm a bit of a lip biter, and I haven't been exfoliating my lips. So there you go. Lip stain. It's not very dark. Of course, I did wipe it really hard to get it off. So anyway, there you go. What was it called? Divine. The Divine Miss Barbara. Okay. That's it for our beauty portion of our show. So, we had quite the kerfuffle in the backyard last night. We were sitting here minding our own business, and of course Maisie's out because she spends most of her time out. She really likes to be out, except now she keeps going back and forth, in and out, in and out, in and out. And since we can't have the dog door open because Pearl's not allowed out, it's a pain in the neck. I hate to say that one of the main reasons I want Pearl better is so we can open the dog door. But it would be a nice silver lining. Anyway, so we had a kerfuffle in our backyard, and we both jump up because we could hear it. It's right near the door. Jump up, and Maisie's wrestling with something, and Dennis runs out and breaks it up, and Maisie hustles onto the deck, and I open the door, and she comes in. So she, she was protecting us, but she didn't want to have a big fight. So turns out it was a raccoon, and it looked like a young raccoon. It wasn't a baby, but it wasn't, a big, fully grown adult either. And it was in our yard, which we were like, what the heck? We have a fenced yard, obviously. Ugh. I need to exfoliate my lips. So Dennis was walking toward. I'm like, sweetie, because raccoons can have rabies in the wild. But this animal was not acting crazy in any way. He was afraid, and he was moving slowly, so we suspect he might have gotten a little bit hurt because Maisie was significantly bigger than he was, or she. And Dennis was opened the gate and was trying to get it out the gate, and it ran under the deck. So we just kept Maisie in the house for a while, and Dennis later went out and saw it climb over the woodpile and over the fence. So it knew how to get out without bothering to go through a gate, which wouldn't normally be open. But we are concerned it's probably hurt. Of course, we checked Maisie over, double-checked her over, and Dennis ran a paper towel all over her body to make sure that there was no blood. Because, of course, she's black and furry, and it makes it hard, but she is not giving us any indication that that raccoon bit her or hurt her in any way. But we think she might have hurt the raccoon. So that's too bad. So we have a boo-boo raccoon in our neighborhood. But we didn't see any blood or anything. It looked like his foot might, she could have stepped on him and hurt him. So that was what was going on in our yard yesterday. What was going on in yours, right? Yeah, really. So another quiet day. I'm apparently working on quiet days these days. And I read a book. I found a book in my Barnes & Noble library that I hadn't read yet, and I forgot that I had bought, which is the latest Lord Julian mystery from Grace Burrows. It's a Victorian mystery, or Regency, perhaps. Set at Christmas time. So I think I pre-ordered it and then didn't realize it had come in, which is why I hadn't read it. But it was okay. It wasn't my favorite of them. The mystery was very mild, and which is to say, nobody died. It was a very mild. Gee, I wonder what's going on there kind of mystery. But it was more like a romance novel. This one. because they are slightly romance novels with mysteries, or maybe they're mysteries with a lot of romance. I don't know. Anyway, I enjoyed it, and I read it yesterday. Unfortunately, I can't tell her to go bark outside. Sometimes she just erupts. So I read that yesterday, and I was done early, and I decided I am not starting another book at 9 o'clock, which I did the night before and kept me up till 3, because I was up till 3 the night before and got up early yesterday because the phone kept ringing. So I just wasted my time on my phone and then went to bed. I slept pretty well, though, and nobody called us this morning. So we were out and about yesterday. Oh, I had kind of a busy-ish day yesterday. I went to the store because get the supplies in. So I went to the store, which was good to go yesterday. I mean, I went at noon, so it was busy. It was, the world's slowest checkout guy, that kind of thing. But it was okay. And today is going to be a lot worse because tomorrow is Super Bowl Sunday. Plus, we're going to have bad weather this afternoon into tonight, so the store is probably very busy today because nobody's going to want to go tomorrow morning when it's all icy and yucky. So we will stay home, except for taking the dogs for a walk. And we will be cozy and toasty. Dennis made clam chowder last night. It was delicious. I did my calamari, and it turned out okay. There's room for improvement. I didn't cook it too long, so it wasn't rubbery. It was tasty. But the downside is that it took a lot of cleaning to clean the new fryer after I was done, which is going to be a bit of a barrier to me doing this very often. But I do have some calamari in the freezer, some fried calamari in the freezer. And we have some for our fish stew too, So that's kind of a bummer. And Dennis has to do the cleaning, so yeah. So I won't be doing that very often, but it was good. And Aura and I did enjoy it. And as a proof of concept, it was very, very good. So that was fun. And we had clam chowder, which is delicious. And we have lots of clam chowder left, I hope, because the next couple days are going to be soup days. So, yeah. So, hang around the house today, walk the dogs. I don't know what else. We're doing some laundry, getting some stuff done. Then Kim's coming on Monday, and physical therapy's coming on Tuesday, and Russ and Pat are coming on Wednesday, and Aura has an eye doctor appointment on Thursday. And I don't know how that's going to go because Wednesday night is supposed to be another weather night, so 9 o'clock in the morning after a weather night may not work, and that's too bad because she needs to go to the eye doctor. So we'll see. Do what we can. So that's my week coming up, but I need to start doing my job as executor, and I will feel better. If I do it, I'll feel better because, you wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning, it's hard to go back to sleep because you're thinking all those, things you probably should be doing, or don't even know what you should be doing, but it's, free-floating anxiety. Not the best, not the best. Isn't this a pretty ring? Can you see that? This was in my mother's jewelry box. I never saw that ring before. Never saw that ring before. I don't know where she got it. I don't remember any story about it. But I wear it now because was my mother's. Yeah, I found this box that had 4 rings in it. And not counting my sisters-in-law, there are 4 females. They do count, but they didn't count in my calculation. I have 2 nieces, a daughter, and me. And there were 4 rings. And so I divvied them up between the 4 of us. This was before my mother passed, when she wasn't wearing rings or anything. And this is the one I picked for myself. I could see it there because I'm touching my face, as I often do. All right, now I'm really rambling. I'm expecting to read today. I think I'm going to finish the rows on the sleeve that I'm working on my trove. And then I'm going to just leave the sleeve and go back to the bottom of the sweater, because I think the tiny little needles and the short cord to do that sleeve in the round are not comfortable on my hand. So I'm going to do some knitting on the body. And, you know, maybe when I knit, I'll knit 1 or 2 rows on the sleeve and then work on the body. 1 or 2 rows on the sleeve and work on the body, and that will eventually get the sleeve done too. That's what I'm thinking. What do you think? Because I really love that sweater. Oh, I still haven't Kitchenered my hood. I'm going to Kitchener my hood today. I'm going to Kitchener my hood today. That's what I'm going to do. I will be wearing that sweater tomorrow on my vlog with the hood up. It won't be finished because I don't think I'm going to pick up the stitches and do the channel in the hood where the cord will be, but the hood will be done. That's what I'm going to do today. And if I do anything else, great. If not, I'm wearing that sweater tomorrow on my vlog. I don't know what lipstick is going to go with it. I think every lipstick I have will go with it because it's that dark teal at the top. Doesn't matter. That's what I'm going to do because I want to finish that sweater. Not that it will be finished, but you know what I mean. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That will feel good. I need things to perk myself up that aren't too much work. That's my problem. Because I really don't want to do anything. I'm in this space where I really, really don't want to do anything beyond the bare minimum of, you know, helping Dennis with the cooking, helping Dennis with his mother, reading a book, watching Vera, although we didn't watch Vera last night. We were watching Symphony on TV while I was reading my book. Now, if I had stopped for an hour and a half to watch Vera, then my book would have lasted till 10:30. I have to think about that. And that would have been perfect. I wouldn't have been tempted to start a new book. But I'm not starting a new book at 9 o'clock anymore. I know better than that. Even one that's only takes 6 hours. Being retired is really strange because time turns into a whole different thing. I mean, you know, I've been retired for over 10 years now. I have no idea how I worked. I drove an hour and 15 minutes each way when I was in the office, which was 4 days a week. I don't know how I did that. I didn't sit around all day reading, I can tell you that. Anyway, I'm going to go. I am going to go and remind myself, I'm sure I know the Kitchener stitch, purl, knit off, purl off, no, knit off, purl off, knit. I think I'm a confident Kitchener-er, I will tell you that. But I'll still look it up. Unless I really wimp out and mattress stitch. Because I'll tell you the truth, mattress stitch would look perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Really would. I'm not kidding you. It would be great. So, but I think I'll Kitchener. Why not? Well, I might find out why not. Anyway, I'm going to go. Dennis teases me because sometimes he's waiting for me to finish to do something because it's going to make noise. And he says, "You've been saying I'm going to go for 5 minutes." I'm like, "Oh, you're right. I have been." Well, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please. And if you're getting weather like me, be very careful. Stay safe and stay sane.